So 4 days ago, I said King Charles needs to organize pre-coronation family unity initiatives. Was that the first time I spoke about that? I think I started to speak about that perhaps here. Yeah, so 4 days ago, I did a whole bunch of videos about King Charles's need to speak about family unity. And all of a sudden, where the journalists come in and they think they can just delve deep into all that
All I
has
hear
happened in the
about
last
is
3 years and make it worse. No, this is something that has to make it better. So it has to be controlled. Very short, tight questions. But William and Harry and their dad are together in this environment. And yeah, so I'm trying to see where I said that he had to, let's see, disastrous, potentially disastrous um coronation. I think one, he has to do a few things, like, weeks before, like they need to start to massage the public like about 2 weeks before with public events, and those events have to show family unity, whether they're unified or not, and hopefully
did you hear
genuine
that?
family unity, right?
Did
So
you hear that? 4 days ago, I talked about family unity and how important that is. And then all of a sudden, all I hear in the press, which for 6 years has done nothing but instigate this family into the worst division I've seen in my lifetime in a family. All of a sudden, these same people are talking about family unity as if it's their idea. The audacity of these people. I do think that it doesn't really matter how he gets that message. I mean, he gets it, but I mean, it's just funny how on Lorraine, King Charles calls for unity. Okay. Unity, Macau business. Yahoo calls for unity, royal family, Commonwealth Secretariat. That's what they call. General and Commonwealth. They didn't say the word unity. King calls for unity. What is MKFM? Sky News Australia. King's calls for unity. Yeah, I mean, it seems like, he really, I didn't hear the speech, so I really don't know what he actually said. But it's interesting. And I think, of course, AOL UK calls for unity. So the word is unity. And I saw on this other program, I don't know which one it was, where they said that, not only did they say that he called for unity, but, they also show the photograph of all the members of the royal family who were together with the king as being sort of, I guess, their definition of unity. And I think that they're missing the point, that's not the unity that I'm talking about, because obviously all of those people who were together with the king yesterday at the Commonwealth service are already unified in the family. They already have shown that they are unified, and yet there is all of this conflict in the wider society. There's all of this anger that is boiling over. There's this war that this feuding these feuding tribes that are in the society, despite all of these people in the palace who are currently in the palace being so unified. So, these people are continuing to dig this family deeper into the divide. I mean, the idea is the family, if you can think of sort of metaphorically a glass that the top part or any part of that glass is broken, it's broken. That's Harry and Meghan, that part that's broken off. The rest of the glass is integrally still together, just like the royal family's together. But there's a part that's broken off, and that's Meghan and Harry. And they didn't break themselves off, they were forced out, okay? And everybody knows it, except for the people who want to keep this division in this family going. And so, what I'm saying, unity, true family unity, is for the head of this family, King Charles, waking up, smelling the coffee, and being more neutral, being more open open-minded, open-armed. I mean, not just with words, not just with words. Because if you have family unity, for example, you don't take away Frogmore Cottage and things like that. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. He knows, right? He's not an idiot. So when I say family unity, to me, it means the whole family, in particular Megan, because it was Megan's arrival in the family that has caused this rift. Now, those who want to keep this going will say it's Megan's fault. She's a bad person. She's the devil. Everybody knows that's not true. That's not the truth. The truth is that this new person came in, this new sheep came into the fold and was rejected as if she's a black sheep, quote unquote, no pun intended, right? She was rejected, whatever the reasons were. And from there, you have, these warring tribes came up, some in support and some against. And so the family is now divided and the society is now divided. And frankly, the world is divided on this issue, right? Because it's not really Megan, it is the underlying issue. Because if you really think about it, Megan is, in terms of skin color, she's just like the king and his family. I mean, if they are lighter than she is, not much. They're all a shade of peach. All of these people, they call themselves white, but they're really a shade of peach or pink. A lot of these people, most of these people. And so is Megan, right? So it's not really her skin color that makes her a black sheep, quote unquote. It's the fact that she's not quote unquote pure pure Caucasian or pure Anglo-Saxon, if you will. She does have a little drop of something other, right? That they have found to be lacking, and also the fact that she's a foreigner. She's not British by birth, and so she was rejected, and that rejection has upset a lot of people who may not necessarily physically look like Megan. I don't look like Megan. I'm many shades darker than Megan. I mean, compared to me, Megan is Caucasian. Okay, she's more Caucasian than she's African in her physical look. But the idea is that those of us who believe that she was rejected, this particular sheep was rejected because even though she doesn't look like us, everyone knows she has a little bit of, fiber like us, just a little bit of us in her. And they found her lacking because of it. So what does that, if they find her lacking and she looks so much like them, what do they really think about us? And we're supposed to all be part of this commonwealth, this, that, and the other. And the king is talking about unity and he's talking about tolerance and respect and so on and so forth. But we don't see, the proof is not in the pudding, because if Megan is rejected and she looks so much like you guys being the king's family, so much more like the king's family than she looks like, say, someone like me, and yet she's not good enough, she's not pure enough, she's not Anglo-Saxon enough, she's not Caucasian enough. Then what does that really say for the rest of us in the Commonwealth, right? So I think that's why you have these warring tribes. And so when I talk about unity, I talk about, the king, sending the message and showing with his words and his actions and his deeds that, in fact, Megan is welcome, because in doing that, he shows that the rest of us in the Commonwealth are also welcome, that we're tolerated, that we're respected. Our humanity is tolerated and respected, so that the fact that somebody has a little drop of us that you can't even see on the outward, appearance of this person, but it's in there. And so she's rejected. What does that say about what you think about us who are supposed to be a part of this commonwealth? So that's the unity I'm talking about. He needs to rise above that. It's not about Kate and William and Sophie and Edward, standing with him together with Camilla, unified. Everybody knows that these people are already unified. But if he wants to have a coronation that doesn't go up, or go down in history as one of, the most. And so if he wants to have a coronation that, um, goes well, he'd be smart, I think, to get everybody together and to really have a true sense of kinship and unity and respect and tolerance, and not just words, and diversity. It can't just be, oh, come together and sing a song, we're diverse. No, it goes so much deeper than that. It involves accepting as an equal someone who has just a wallop, just a tiny little wallop of DNA and fiber and blood that is not, Anglo-Saxon, and it's not necessarily British, and it's not Caucasian. It's African, frankly. It's black, quote unquote, frankly, but that it's still okay, right? We're still equal, and we're still a part of this Commonwealth, and we're still a part of this experience, and we're still loved, right? That's what he needs to do. That's the unity that he needs to achieve before the coronation, I think, right? That's just my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. Voila.